Once upon a time, in the heart of the Appalachian Mountains, there was a small, secluded town named Blackwood. Nestled between thick forests and rolling hills, Blackwood was known for its tight-knit community and the eerie tales that echoed through the trees as the sun dipped below the horizon. As the moon ascended to cast its silvery glow, the town transformed into a realm where reality and the supernatural intertwined. The story begins with a young journalist named Emma Reynolds, drawn to Blackwood by the town's mysterious reputation. She had heard rumors of a spectral figure known as the Appalachian Night Ghost that wandered the woods after dark, leaving a trail of unnerving encounters in its wake. Emma, fueled by her curiosity and a desire for a compelling story, packed her bags and set out for Blackwood. Upon arriving in the town, Emma felt an immediate sense of unease. The locals exchanged hushed whispers when the night ghost was mentioned, their eyes darting nervously as if the mere mention of it summoned the supernatural being. Undeterred, Emma began her investigation by seeking out the town's oldest residents, hoping to unearth the origins of the chilling legend. In a cozy, dimly lit diner, she met Old Man Jenkins, a weathered man with a long white beard that seemed to reach down to his chest. He spoke in a hushed voice, revealing the town's dark secrets that had been passed down through generations. According to the tales, the Appalachian Night Ghost was said to be the restless spirit of a logger who had met a tragic end in the dense woods over a century ago. As Emma delved deeper into the history of Blackwood, she discovered that the logger, named Samuel Hargrave, had disappeared under mysterious circumstances while working in the heart of the forest. Locals believed that his spirit, unable to find peace, continued to roam the woods seeking redemption for an injustice that had been done to him. Intrigued by the stories, Emma decided to venture into the heart of the Appalachian Hollow, the densest part of the forest where Samuel was last seen. Armed with a flashlight, a notepad, and an unyielding determination, she began her trek into the unknown. The trees loomed overhead, their branches casting eerie shadows that seemed to dance with the whispers of the wind. As the night deepened, Emma felt an otherworldly presence surrounding her. Strange noises echoed through the trees, and the temperature dropped, sending a shiver down her spine. Despite the growing sense of unease, she pressed on, guided by the flickering light of her flashlight. Suddenly, the dense foliage gave way to a small clearing, and there, in the moonlight, stood the ruins of an old logging camp. The remnants of dilapidated cabins and rusted tools lay scattered across the ground, evoking a sense of melancholy from a time long forgotten. Emma sensed that she was on the verge of uncovering the truth behind Samuel Hargrave's tragic fate. As she explored the decaying structures, a soft, mournful melody filled the air. Emma followed the haunting tune, leading her to the remains of an old phonograph hidden in the shadows. The music seemed to beckon her further into the forest, as if Samuel's spirit was guiding her to a long-buried secret. The melody grew louder as Emma ventured deeper into the Appalachian Hollow, the trees closing in around her like silent witnesses to the unfolding mystery. She stumbled upon an ancient burial ground, where weathered tombstones stood as silent sentinels to the past. Among them, she discovered the gravestone of Samuel Hargrave, the very logger whose restless spirit haunted the town. Intrigued by the discovery, Emma began to piece together the fragments of Samuel's tragic story. It was revealed that Samuel had been falsely accused of theft by a rival logger, leading to his expulsion from the tight-knit logging community. Devastated and desperate to clear his name, Samuel ventured into the heart of the forest to find evidence of his innocence. Days turned into weeks, and Samuel's disappearance became the town's darkest secret. Unbeknownst to the townspeople, he had stumbled upon a hidden cache of stolen goods in the heart of the Appalachian Hollow. The rival logger, consumed by guilt over his false accusations, had orchestrated Samuel's demise to conceal his own crimes. As Emma pieced together the puzzle, she felt a sudden chill in the air, and the spectral figure of Samuel Hargrave materialized before her. His eyes, filled with a mixture of sorrow and gratitude, locked onto hers, and a silent understanding passed between them. It was a moment of reconciliation that transcended the boundaries of the living and the dead. With the truth finally revealed, Samuel's spirit began to dissipate, the melody fading into the night. The forest, once cloaked in an eerie stillness, now exuded a sense of peace. Emma, having uncovered the long-buried secrets of Blackwood, made her way back to the town with a newfound understanding of the thin veil between the living and the supernatural. The townspeople, initially wary of Emma's presence, gradually accepted her as one of their own. The Appalachian night ghost, once feared and misunderstood, became a symbol of redemption and justice. Blackwood, no longer bound by the weight of its dark secrets, embraced a newfound sense of unity and healing. As the sun rose over the Appalachian Mountains, casting its golden glow upon the town, Emma Reynolds bid farewell to Blackwood. The whispers of the night, once filled with dread, now spoke of a tale of redemption and the enduring connection between the living and the spirits that linger in the shadows. The legend of the Appalachian night ghost became a cautionary tale, a reminder that the sins of the past could only be laid to rest through the courage to confront the truth, even in the darkest corners of the night.
Story 2.
Once upon a time, in a small, forgotten town nestled deep within the heart of rural America, there existed a secret that the townsfolk whispered about in hushed tones. This was no ordinary town. It was haunted by a chilling tale that had been passed down through generations, a story that only revealed itself when the moon hung low in the night sky. The legend spoke of the American night ghost, a spectral entity that roamed the town when darkness fell, seeking solace in the eerie stillness of the night. The townspeople dared not speak its name aloud, for fear that the mere mention would invoke its presence. They knew, however, that it had been a part of their town's history for as long as anyone could remember. The story began in the 1800s when the town was a thriving hub of commerce and community. The townspeople lived simple yet content lives, their days filled with hard work and the warmth of close-knit relationships. But as fate would have it, tragedy struck one fateful night when a mysterious fire engulfed the town's only inn. The flames devoured the building, reducing it to ashes within hours. Panic spread through the town as families rushed to rescue their loved ones from the inferno. Amidst the chaos, a young woman named Eleanor, the innkeeper's daughter, went missing. The townspeople searched desperately for her, but she was never found. Rumors began to circulate that Eleanor's spirit had not found peace. Some claimed to have seen a ghostly figure wandering the charred remains of the inn. Others reported hearing soft weeping and distant whispers in the stillness of the night. The legend of the American night ghost was born. As the years passed, the town gradually fell into decline. The once thriving community became a shadow of its former self, haunted not only by the memory of the fire but also by the spectral presence that lurked in the shadows. Many residents moved away, leaving behind empty houses and deserted streets. Yet, a handful of brave souls remained, bound by a sense of duty to their ancestral home. Among them was Samuel, a historian with a deep fascination for the town's mysterious past. Determined to uncover the truth behind the legend, Samuel delved into dusty archives and spoke to the few remaining elders who held the key to the town's secrets. Through his research, Samuel discovered a forgotten diary belonging to Eleanor herself. The delicate pages revealed the pain and heartbreak she endured in the days leading up to the fire. As he read her words, he became convinced that Eleanor's spirit still lingered in the town, unable to find rest. Armed with this newfound knowledge, Samuel embarked on a quest to unravel the mystery and put the American night ghost to rest. He spent countless nights wandering the desolate streets, listening for the elusive whispers and searching for clues that would lead him to the truth. One particularly chilling night, Samuel found himself drawn to the remains of the old inn. The air was thick with an otherworldly stillness as he entered the charred ruins. The moon cast an eerie glow on the blackened walls, and a soft breeze carried the distant echoes of weeping. As he ventured deeper into the inn, Samuel felt a sudden drop in temperature. The temperature plunged, and the air became heavy with an otherworldly presence. He could sense the gaze of unseen eyes upon him, and the ghostly whispers grew louder, filling the silence with a haunting melody. In the heart of the ruins, Samuel discovered a hidden chamber that had remained untouched by the fire. The room was adorned with faded wallpaper and old furniture covered in dusty sheets. In the center stood a dilapidated music box, its delicate melody playing a mournful tune that echoed through the empty space. With a shiver running down his spine, Samuel realized that this was Eleanor's sanctuary, the place where she had sought refuge from the world's cruelty. The diary entries had mentioned the music box, a gift from her mother, which she cherished as a reminder of happier times. As he studied the music box, Samuel sensed a sudden shift in the atmosphere. The temperature continued to drop, and the ghostly whispers intensified. It was as if the very air was charged with the energy of the past. Bracing himself, Samuel spoke aloud, addressing the spirit of Eleanor. "I know your story, Eleanor. I've read your words and felt your pain. It's time to find peace and let go of the torment that binds you to this world." In that moment, the room seemed to come alive with ethereal energy. The music box played a haunting melody, and a gentle breeze swept through the chamber. Samuel could feel the presence of Eleanor surrounding him, and the whispers softened into a gentle hum. As the night progressed, Samuel and Eleanor shared a silent understanding. He spoke words of comfort, acknowledging the tragedy that had befallen her and expressing the town's collective grief. With each passing moment, the atmosphere lightened, and the ghostly whispers transformed into a gentle lullaby. Eventually, the music box wound down, and the room fell into a profound stillness. Samuel knew that Eleanor had found the peace she had longed for, and the legend of the American night ghost had come to an end. Word spread throughout the town about Samuel's encounter, and a subtle change took hold. The remaining residents felt a newfound sense of tranquility, as if the weight of the past had been lifted. The once deserted streets began to show signs of life, and a glimmer of hope returned to the town. Samuel, having fulfilled his quest, decided to stay in the town and help rebuild its sense of community. The once forgotten place began to flourish again, as if the spirit of Eleanor had breathed new life into its weary bones. And so, the legend of the American night ghost became a bittersweet memory, a tale of tragedy and redemption that lingered in the hearts of the townspeople. The night whispers were replaced with the sounds of laughter and the warmth of shared stories, as the town embraced a brighter future, forever grateful to the historian who had uncovered the truth and brought peace to a restless spirit.